Christmas donkey, la 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 la. Santa's got a little friend, his name is Dominic, the cutest little donkey, you never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic, he'll be, because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey, jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la.
Morning, Gerry.
Have you no shame?
None at all.
Have you no shame?
We listened to you. You said you would refuse to play it. This was the only way that we could get a minute of it onto your show, and it's dedicated to Sean, who wanted to hear Dominic the Donkey and Ernie the Milkman.
I understand this because it's time that something wholesome is played at this time in the morning.
It is. Are you not going to join in the chorus?
I don't know the chorus.
La la la
No.
la 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 la. The words are easy.
I know.
Really easy.
How do you put that off?
No,
I can't put it off.
No,
You see,
no. I think we might still have control.
Yeah. No, that's cruel
We knew
because
you liked it so much.
legally speaking, you're not supposed to be here.
I know, but it's Christmas.
I know.
It's Christmas Eve.
Turn it off, will you?
You have Gerry Kelly coming into your show, do you? Did I hear right this morning?
I don't have him coming in.
I thought Sean said yesterday him and Jackie were coming in.
Well, that's only a ruse. That's only a kind of
It's a rumour.
a red herring. No, they're not coming in, but they make. Oh, thank God, somebody turned that off. Happy Christmas to you, Joel.
Gerry, happy Christmas. Is Megan coming in?
I don't know. I
You
think
invited
she
her
is,
on the
yeah.
show yesterday. It was
I
very
know.
nice of you, very Christmas spirited.
There's many's a thing that is done, and an invitation is extended that is not picked up.
Gerry, how are you? You ready for Christmas?
I am ready for Christmas,
Excellent.
and I see you're going down that well-trodden Santa road.
Oh, just no.
I'm
not going to allow any criticisms of Santa, who was on this programme and spoke to all the boys and girls and made them all very happy, and it was very nice of him to do it.
I'm going to blow his cover.
No, you're not.
Santa's a wonderful person, and I thank
He
him
is.
as well for going on your programme. I asked him to do mine, but he said he was pre-booked.
I think he was, yes, and we get in ahead of you.
All right then.
Gerry, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Have a wonderful day tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. I will have a wonderful day tomorrow. Start off something Christmassy, I think. Well, there's a child involved. That's about the end of it, I suppose.
Saw him dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. The beat was going strong, playing my favorite song. And I could tell it wouldn't be long till he was with me, yeah, me. And I could tell it wouldn't be long till he was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, so come and take your time and dance with me. He smiled, so I got up and asked his name. That don't matter, he said, 'cause it's all the same. Said, can I take you home where we can be alone? And next we're moving on, he was with me, yeah, me. Next we were moving on, he was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, so come and take your time and dance with me. So come and take your time and dance with me.
I Love Rock and Roll. That's from an album by various artists, and I've talked about that before. It's fantastic. Good morning now. Christmas Eve. I'm here in Belfast today, and not hardly another being with me. Joan Tyler's gone away. He's gone away with Santa, taking him down the stairs. I see them disappearing round the corner into the green room. The number to ring if you want to contact this programme is 08459 555 678. Email address is jerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk, and the text messaging service is 08771. This is your last opportunity for Christmas greetings. Please do. I mean, I'm not entirely Scrooge, and I'm not entirely bah humbug. I have a Christmas spirit within me somewhere. A gentleman writes to me in this spirit of the season. He said, "Dear stuffed turkey neck with seasonal vegetables, only £2.50 extra. At this festive time, let us not forget the poor frozen people west of the Ban." And it is true, the people west of the Ban are very cold indeed, because I was there yesterday. Just £10 per day will buy 20 figs, 1 litre of Scrumpy Jack, and a 150-gram bag of dry roasted peanuts. But enough from me. Please send warm blankets and thermal drawers to Castlederg. That's from a man who identifies himself as the Dalai Osama the Lama. And some other messages here from the great outside. Please, can you tell me the name of the Belfast band that you played this week, who did the Dylan covers? That's a band called the Phantom Engineers, and they're not from Belfast, they're from somewhere else. They told me where it is, but I can't forget. They made a point to tell me, but I can't remember. And here's a gentleman, he's being sarcastic, and I think it's important to read everything out. It's from a gentleman called Colin Broderick, who lives in New York, and he sent me a copy of his book. "I just wanted to drop you a line and say thanks for all your help during the year. Thank you for not responding to my emails. Thank you for not writing me a little note to say thank you, Colin, for sending me your wonderful book, which is called Orangutan. Thank you for thinking of me, Colin, even though you're living in New York now, and you really needn't have bothered buying those copies of your book out of your own pocket and then been kind enough to send them to me before you lugged yourself out to the post office to mail them to me. What a wonderful gift. You really did need to do that for me." "Oh, you're quite welcome, Gerry. I'd also like to say that I look forward to listening to your show in the future, Gerry, even though you're too miserable to give one of the very few people who have gone out from our wonderful northern province and made a name for himself on the literary world stage. Thanks, Gerry, for keeping me humble. Thanks for reminding me, with your continued refusal to acknowledge my presence, that I really am nobody special. You, Gerry, are my hero. And I just wanted to say that I look forward to listening to you and being ignored by you in the coming year. I would also like to let you know that you can now not only continue to order my memoir, Orangutan, on Amazon, but you can also download the Audible version of the book at www.audible.com. Yes, Gerry, it's doing so well over here in America that they even released an audio version and bought my follow-up memoir, which is called That's That, on Random House, the story of my first 18 years growing up in Tyrone. Who cares, I hear you say? Well, it's obviously not you, Gerry. Merry Christmas, my old friend, and here's to your continued success. Sincerely and humbly, your loyal listener, Colin Broderick. Well, Colin, I've been cruel to you. I'm going to turn over a new leaf and be nice to you and read your books and talk about them.
Way up in the North Pole where it's 99 below, there's an old toy maker shop all nestled in the snow. One day he visited an Eskimo with a radio in his igloo, and the old toy maker asked, "What's that catchy tune you're listening to?" "Why, it's country music, Santa, from way down south, you see. Comes north from that little emerald garden in the sea. Old Santa said, I love it, and I know just what I'll get." So he bought 100 albums and a great big stereo set. Now Santa's feet are tapping, and he just can't seem to stop since he started playing country music in his shop. And the elves all sing and work along with hammers, nails and saws, making toys for the girls and boys and helping Santa Claus. Now Santa's hooked on country and he listens night and day. He even had an FM stereo put in his sleigh, and he's had music on his flight since 1983 with Billy McFarlane, Margot Country, Harmony and Ivan D. He'll follow Rudolph's bright red nose up where the big jets fly. He'll yodel like Kenny Archer as he zooms across the sky. And this year when he brings those presents to your Christmas tree, he'll sing with Warren Philomena, Big Tom, Gene Stewart and Hugo D. Ole, ole, ole.
Probably better put on the microphone. That's Santa's Hooked on Country. That's by Cowboy Larry. Look at who's arrived. Megan, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
People who are not listening to this programme will not know who Megan is. Yesterday, you rang me and
I
you
did.
said that I'd talked to you when you were 11 years old and you're from California.
Yes.
And that at that time I said, you come back to me in 14 years' time. And you rang me up yesterday and you said, here I am.
Here I
and look
am.
at you now and look at how lovely you are.
Oh, thank you very much.
I want to ask you something now.
Yes.
Somebody sent me an email yesterday, a very cruel email. Many people listening out there have no consideration for my feelings.
Oh.
And one of the persons said she'll get an awful shock when she sees you.
Not
Now, I
at
want to be
all.
honest. I want you to be honest. Come on.
You're lovely.
Oh, no, you're only saying that.
You are.
No, you're only
lovely.
saying that. I'm a little older than you thought.
I do not lie, no.
No, you don't.
You're a lovely man.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're very
And look at how nice you are. You see, well,
Thank you.
this may deteriorate into a kind of a, well, I'll be nice to you, and that's it. That's it. But look at how lovely you are.
Thank you very much.
And tell me a wee bit about yourself.
Well, I am 25 years old. I live in California,
Whereabouts?
in Orange County.
Lovely.
Yes, I'm currently in school, but my dream is to be a singer.
Really?
Yes.
And you've got a wee CD and you gave it to me. I haven't heard it yet, so I'm going to play a wee bit of
did.
that.
Yes.
So what's your connection with Belfast?
My mum is from Belfast.
You've got that kind of look about you.
Yeah.
Do you see when you walk around the streets? I mean, have you been here often?
Yes, I have.
Well, I bet you when you walk around the streets, you've got a very kind of an Irish look about you. Do you see people walking around the streets that look like you? You do, don't you?
Surely I
Yes,
do.
you do.
Yes, I do.
No, you're lovely. And I keep saying that, but you are. You're really beautiful.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful.
That's
And
very nice.
your mum was from Belfast?
Yes, my mom is from Belfast.
Oh, sorry, is.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Well, she lived here, but she lives in New Jersey now with my dad.
Uh-huh.
And I have...
And do you come back here often?
Yes, I do. The last time I was here was actually last Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So I really enjoyed over here. I love the Irish people.
Well, what do you think? What do you think of the weather? I mean, you're not used to this kind of weather.
It's freezing.
Uh-huh.
It is freezing. But it's a nice change.
So, who do you visit when you're over here? Do you visit your uncles or what kind of relatives do you have here?
Yes, I have. Both of my grandparents are over here. My aunties, my uncles, my cousins, and you know, I love them very, very much.
You think you might even come over and stay here for a while?
I wanted to actually live here for a while. I really did about 2 years ago. So
Wouldn't do your career much good. It's very hard to make a break here as a singer. Is that what you want to do? You want to be a singer?
yes, very much so. It's been my dream for my entire life. It's the one thing that makes me truly happy.
What kind of songs do you sing? I haven't even had a chance to listen to your CD yet.
Honestly, I mean, anything. I've got a dance track that I've done. A couple pop things that I've done as well. So whatever kind of comes my way, I guess. Yeah.
So how long are you going to stay here this trip?
I'm here till the 27th.
Fantastic. Oh, 27th of December.
Yes.
Oh, so that's only, you're going home on Monday or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
For God's sake. And how long have you been here?
Since Monday.
That's a lightning trip. You could have stayed longer the next time.
I know.
Do you come on your own, do you? Or do you bring somebody with you?
I have been here on my own before, but I do like to come with my family. It's nice to see them.
Do you do gigs and stuff like that? Or?
Not currently, but I would really love to.
You're ready then?
I am ready, yes.
Very difficult in this country. This is the kind of thing that we have to deal with. There's a little fat man called Hugo Duncan. He does a programme here from 1:30 until 3 o'clock. And every once in a while, I sometimes lapse, and I played this song today. It was called Santa's Hooked on Country by Cowboy Larry.
Nice.
I know. So every time I play that, people accuse me of turning into Hugo. Gerry, have you turned into Hugo? Get someone to give you a good slapping. Would you please stop playing Hugo Duncan music? It's too early for that. Do you wish us all dead? Happy Christmas and well done on another good year. Is Hugo on early today? You see, you can't make any kind of slip at all. Well, that was really good. Will you stay with us for a little while?
I would love to. Thank you.
Watch the master at work as I failed to make the machinery function. There's a young lady on the phone. There's a strange man on before. There's a fat boy comes on before us called Stephen Nolan. He's on between 9 and 10:30. But fortunately, he's ill today, so he wasn't able to appear. So there was another strange man on called Josh Taggart, who played the Santa card. And a lot of children were playing and singing Santa songs. But he didn't get them all, so I feel as of this Christmas Eve, there's a young lady who wants to sing. Bethany. Hello, Bethany.
Hello.
Hello. Have you got a wee pair of headphones there, Megan?
Yes, let me find a
Fire them
pair.
on. Bethany, how are you today?
Fine.
I believe you wanted to go on the Nolan show, even though the fat boy wasn't there. You had a thin boy there instead, Joel Taggart, and he wouldn't let you sing.
Yeah.
You see, I'm far better. I'm not a cruel person like Joe Taggart. Did you want to speak to Santa as well?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Santa's gone now. See, Santa doesn't appear in this programme because he thinks it's beneath him. Now, can I ask you this? What age are you?
7.
7? That's a great age. And where do you live?
93 Ross's Lane.
Where's that? Sorry, love?
93 Ross's Lane.
I can't make that out, but I'll take your word for it. And what school do you go to?
Camp Hill Primary School.
Lovely. And do you sing normally as a rule? Do you sing a lot at home?
No.
Okay. Well, what would you like to sing for us today?
Away in a Manger.
Away in a Manger. Okay, well, you go ahead whenever you're ready. Do you have any backing at all, or are you just going to sing solo?
I'm just going to sing a song.
That's the best way. Okay, off you go.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
Is that it?
Yep.
Very, very good indeed. Thank you very much, Bethany. Is your mum or your dad there listening to you, or are you just there on your own?
I'm with my granny.
Your granny. Grannies are great at Christmas, aren't they? What's your granny's name?
Marie.
No. And is she good to you?
Yeah.
She's going to look after you until Santa comes tonight?
Yeah.
Are you going to stay with your granny tonight, or are you going to stay in your own house? What are you going to do?
Own house.
All right. And what time are you going to go to bed at?
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
That's a good time to go to bed. What time do you normally go to bed at? 9?
Yeah.
See, how did I know this? Bethany, thank you very much indeed. Say hello to Megan. Megan came here all the way from America to see me because she thinks I'm lovely.
Hi, Bethany. Hi, sweetie.
Okay, Bethany, thank you very much indeed, love. Okay, happy Christmas to you, and I hope you... What do you think Santa might bring you?
A BSI.
Really? Yeah. And what do you think the chances of that are? Good?
Yeah.
Chances are good. Have you written to him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all you need to do, you know. And if you've been a good girl all year, there's no reason at all why he shan't bring you what you wanted. And I assume that you have been a good girl all year?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected you to say anything different. Will you be a good girl next year as well?
Yeah.
Okay, Bethany, thank you very much indeed.
Bye.
Thank you, bye. Bye. Will you please stop playing Hugo Duck? Our father, who art in heaven, our father, Postman Pat from Omagh, is retiring today after 38 years. Congratulations from all the family. And anyone in Merchantstown that sees him can honk their horn. Can you also play Postman Pat or the oldest swigger in town? I think you probably mean the oldest swinger in town. No, we don't have that, to be honest with you.
Way up in the North Pole.
Look, you see, I played it again. That's the, you see, for some strange reason, that keeps playing for some strange reason. Is there somebody on the phone here? Hello?
Hello, Gerry.
Yeah, who's that?
Gerry, David Smith and Carrickfergus here.
Yes, Davy, how are you?
Gerry, could you pass a message on the radio airways to Mr. John Douglas from Carrickfergus?
Yes.
His house here in the Woodburn estate beside us has totally flooded.
Oh, my God.
He's a builder and he goes around houses doing them up. But the one beside us in the Birches in Carrickfergus is totally flooded. Really? I wonder if you could pass through the airwaves and maybe him or his mates might hear of it.
And he's around working today, is he?
I think he is, Gerry. I think he is.
Oh, dear, that's an awful shock for him. Him out to helping other people and suddenly his own house is flooded.
Oh,
dear, that'd be bad news.
He doesn't live there, Gerry.
He doesn't live there?
It.
He's renovating it?
And it's totally flooded from top to bottom.
Well, that's not too bad. At least there's nobody living there. It's not going to ruin their Christmas.
Well,
and what's his name? What's his name again?
John Douglas.
John Douglas. So where would he be about, I wonder? Would he be knocking about Belfast?
Probably about the Carrickfergus area.
All right, John Douglas, if you're out there listening.
His mates are builders too, so they would probably know him.
Okay, good man.
Gerry, many thanks.
Not at all. It's a pleasure, and happy Christmas to you.
You too, Gerry.
Okay.
All the best, Gerry.
Okay, bye.
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 Well, I've done a lot in a short space of time, and I've seen faces that don't know how to smile. People on the ground, they look up at you. It's hard to switch off, but that's what I'm trying to do. 'Cause someone told me the world owes you nothing, and I think it might be true, but I feel something out there. And I wonder what it's like to know there's no one that you can turn to when you need to open up and tell someone. I tell them how you feel. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. That's all they hear ringing in their ears. And some of them say they serve their country. Some of them I wonder where is their family. And someone told me the world owes you nothing. I think it might be true, but I feel something out there. And I wonder what it's like to know there's no one that you can turn to when you need to open up and tell someone. I tell them how you feel. Well, it gets me down when I see you eating something that someone thought was beneath them. And you're sitting on the ground with your life's treasures, and people run past you at their leisure. And someone told me the world owes you nothing. I think it might be true, but I feel something out there. And I wonder what it's like to know there's no one that you can turn to when you need to open up and tell someone. I tell them how you feel.
That's a song called Closing Doors from an album called Building Pictures. And that's a singer-songwriter from Belfast called John Gribben. Megan Duffy, thank you very much for coming in. And you gave me some pretzels.
Yes.
And thank you for your... Oh, sorry, I put on the microphone. And thank you for the lovely card.
You are very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. And the next time you're in, next time you're back here, I know you're going home in a few days' time. Enjoy your Christmas, and thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you as well. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, see you later. We'll be back after news, approximately about 4 minutes past 11 o'clock with 3 ugly people.
On 92 to 95 FM
and 1341 medium wave.
This is BBC Radio Ulster.
BBC News at 11 o'clock with Sabrina Sweeney. 2 men are expected to appear in court in Newry on charges connected to the killing of a farmer in County Armagh 2 years ago. Victor Stewart was found dead at his home in Middletown. A 23-year-old man has been charged with murder and armed robbery. A second man, who's 48, is accused of perverting the course of justice and withholding information. A 32-year-old man has been released. The officer in charge of traffic policing says he's shocked that despite the severe road conditions, more than 220 drink drivers have been detected in the run-up to Christmas. The figure is just 8 fewer than in the same period last year. Superintendent Muir Clark says he'd expected the weather to make a big difference, but it didn't.
2 people 4 times the limit. That's falling down drunk. That's almost not able to get out of the car. I'm really, really, really disappointed. And yet again, males 8 times overrepresented, 197 males detected, 25 females. So if you're a male, 8 times more likely to drink and drive. So still a lot of work to be done out there, obviously.
A nanny has been charged with attempting to poison Jacqueline Gold, the head of the chain of Anne Summers lingerie shops. Alison Cox is suspected of putting screen wash in the businesswoman's food. Ben Gagan reports.
As boss of the Anne Summers empire, Jacqueline Gold is one of Britain's most successful businesswomen. She became suspicious when food prepared at her home in Whiteleaf in Surrey started tasting too sweet and salty. On December the 17th, 33-year-old Alison Cox, who's nanny to Miss Gold's daughter Scarlett, was charged with 3 counts of administering poison with intent to annoy. It's alleged she put screen wash in meals prepared by her employer's personal chef. Alison Cox is due to appear at a magistrate's court in Redhill on January the 5th.
And now the weather details with Angie Phillips.
Remaining bitterly cold on Christmas Eve with sub-zero temperatures for most inland areas, and even the coast is likely to be close to freezing. Conditions will remain treacherous with widespread ice on untreated surfaces and on compact slush and snow, and further snow showers are likely for parts of Antrim and Down, especially near the coast. Inland, some patches of freezing fog could persist through the day too, but most places dry with wintry sunshine.
BBC News.
BBC Radio Ulster. Travel news.
Work to remove compacted snow and ice on the M2 between Sandyknives and Temple Patrick has now finished, but motorists are still asked to take extra care in the area. We're also getting reports of fog on the M2 around Temple Patrick and Rathbeg. A number of people have been getting in touch reporting black ice on the Bangor Ring Road, the high road between Donaghadee and Bangor, between Toonbridge and Castle Dawson, between Moira and the International Airport, roads around Ballymena, and on the Ards Peninsula, particularly the Portaferry Road between Newton Ards and Grey Abbey. So if you are driving today, please do slow down and take extra care on all roads as conditions remain treacherous in many places. In Belfast, traffic is busy on the Andersonstown Road towards the Falls Road, the Lisburn Road at Round Tates Avenue, and on Upper Galwally Road at the Upper Knockbreda Road Junction. On to flights, and at Belfast International Airport, there are delays to flights from Gatwick, Heathrow, Edinburgh, Alicante, Malaga and Tenerife. Full details are available online at belfastairport.com. At the George Best Belfast City Airport, this morning's flight from the Isle of Man is expected at 11:15, and the 12:20 Heathrow flight has been delayed until 1:30. At the City of Derry Airport, this morning's Glasgow Prestwick arrival is expected at 12:20, and Dublin Airport is open, but knock-on delays and cancellations are to be expected following last night's closure. So if you're due to fly today, please do check with your airline before travelling to the airport. Finally, public transport and special holiday timetables are running for Metro, Ulster bus and train services until Monday the 3rd of January. Full details available on translink.co.uk, or you can telephone Translink on 90666630. Aileen Moyna reporting.
Travel news on BBC Radio Ulster.
Thank you. Welcome back. Talkback coming up at 12 o'clock. Wendy Austin here. Wendy, we have no lives. What are we doing here on Christmas Eve?
Oh, sure, it's fun, isn't it? I like working on Christmas Eve. Do you?
No, I do it because they give me money.
Well, yeah, that helps too. We've got some really good fun today. You've already met a few of them. We've had the 3 dames in, William Caulfield, May McFetridge, John Linehan, Dan Gordon, they've all popped in for Talkback.
It's a horrible sight to see them all together, isn't it?
They're scary.
And you're going to interview them later.
I know, I'm brave, aren't I? Scary threesome, the 3 of them. We've got 2 out of the 3 priests. As Meatloaf would say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I was staying in a hotel one time, and Meatloaf was staying it, and I didn't realise that. This is absolutely true, and I'm sitting in the foyer, and this fella comes in, phone call from Mr. Loaf.
Honestly.
Sorry.
It wasn't a Vita, no. Sliced or unsliced.
Mr. Love. Sorry, go ahead, Wendy.
We're also going to find out who's home for Christmas, find out who's going to be ringing the Talkback doorbell, some well-known names there. And Paula McIntyre's going to pop in. None of this fancy Christmas without a turkey nonsense. If you want to know how to cook your turkey best, or any other top 10 cooking dilemmas for today and tomorrow, give her a call. She'll be with us after 1, and she'll be answering your questions.
Okay, just give us the facts, ma'am.
Exactly.
Okay.
None of that Christmas monkfish.
No,
What's that about? No. I don't believe in that.
Who are these people?
Precisely.
Have a happy Christmas.
And you too. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
You were obviously having a nice time before 11 o'clock.
Stop it. Stop now. At least I didn't lift my leg.
You certainly didn't.
All is calm and all is bright round yon virgin Mary. one so tender hand of mine. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night and holy night, and shepherds quake at the sight. Elele glorious streams from heaven afar. High, heavenly hosts just sing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, yelelelele. Usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, yelele. Usiku wa manane, yelelo lelelo. Usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, yelele. Usiku wa manane, in heavenly peace. In silent night, oh holy night, and all is calm. Say all is bright around the young virgin, mama and child, oh holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Yeah, la 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 la. Usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, in heavenly peace. Usiku wa manane, usiku wa manane, yelelolele. Usiku wa manane, in heavenly peace.
So Hank Williams was an Indian, but John Kennedy wasn't. And Chuck Berry is an Indian, but Michael Jackson ain't. And street people are Indian, but presidents of the United States ain't. And Pancho Villa was an Indian, but Che Guevara was not. And Leonard Peltier is an Indian, and the FBI ain't. And Willie Nelson is an Indian, but the president of Baylor University and unions full of cops ain't no Indians. And Los Angeles is an Indian, but New York City ain't. And Fort Worth, Texas is an Indian, but Dallas, Texas ain't. And Africa is an Indian, but Europe ain't. And baseball is an Indian, but football ain't. And Crazy Horse was an Indian, but General Custer wasn't. And Sitting Bull was an Indian, and the Indian policemen who killed him were also Indian. And Quanah Parker was an Indian, and so was Cynthia Ann Parker, who was Quanah's all-white mother. And poetry is an Indian, and journalism ain't, and proper punctuation ain't Indian, and circles are Indian, and random lines are Indian, but straight lines won't never ever be Indian. And red meat is Indian, and corn is Indian, and potatoes are Indian, and fry bread is Indian, and health food stores try hard to be Indian, and living is Indian, but expecting to live forever ain't Indian.
That's a song called Indians. I've played it on this programme before, and what better to play than on Christmas Eve? That's the late Roxy Gordon, Roxygordon. And Gerry is an Indian, but nobody else is, it says here. And before that was a track called Silent Night by a group of people from Nairobi, from Mr. O'Mundy's, which that's the only Christmas album I've been playing, Mr. O'Mundy's #1 singers. That was released to raise money for Concern. It's on the Concern website if you're interested in that. Some inquiries here. What's Geordie up to this Christmas? Well, we tried to contact him yesterday, but to no avail. But, his house isn't on fire, so he seems to be all right. Gerry, I'm with you. Megan sounds lovely. Well, she is. If I wasn't so grounded, I might have lost my head. Get a picture up. No, I will not share her. Gerry, please play Barry Fleming's Guiding Light for his mum, Molly. Well, I will play something back, Barry Fleming, before the end of the programme for Molly. And also a gentleman says, I have sent this letter to the local council. I'm having a barney with petty officialdom. I thought you'd emphasise being a fellow grumpy old man. Here's the letter I sent them. Dear bin dodgers, given the fact that people create more waste than usual over the festive period, it might seem logical for the council to perhaps make extra collections or even accept rubbish in bin bags. But having spoken to a nice lady in your office, this would appear to be a step too far. I must congratulate you on your business concept of providing half the service but still charging the full price. I suggested this novel idea to my accountant for my own business, but for some reason he thought that in the real world, where most of us live, it could possibly be a bad move. So don't worry, I will battle with the elements to make my normal 10-mile round trip to the dump. But why don't you recycle using the other 9 colour-coded bins that we gave you? I hear you say, well, I refuse to cycle my refuse, a line that should rhyme, but doesn't. It says, I refuse to cycle my refuse. I shall never recycle, because life is too short to rinse out cat food tins and milk cartons. And until I can once again enjoy a smoke in a pub like any person from Dutchland, I shall be a refuse recycling refuse user, ex-user. It's the only freedom from Big Brother local government I've left. Have a happy Christmas and a rubbishy New Year. Sean Rafferty's on the line. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Sean, I had occasion to talk about you yesterday. People were inquiring, I don't know why, but a man inquired, he said, is Sean Rafferty very short? I told him that you weren't. I told him that you were of normal height.
Normal height, not too tall, not too short.
No, you're just right.
Just right.
Are you getting home for Christmas, Sean? Are you home for Christmas?
Indeed, I was spotted in that famous shop in Strabane of which you spoke, I gather.
Asda, were you there?
Yes.
You see, the theory was that you may have called in on your way to Donegal.
Yes, I can highly recommend their charming assistant whose good manners was exemplary. So
They're very nice up there, actually. I had occasion to go in there the weekend before last. They're very nice, very down-to-earth people and not the usual...
Very down-to-earth and extremely helpful.
They are actually not the usual supermarket fare at all. They're really nice people. I enjoyed that because I had a couple of difficulties getting the stuff I wanted, and women came to help me.
You see, Gerry, you've got that air of vulnerability, I think, is essential if you go into a very, very large shop. As you're on petty officialdom, I mean, it took me a long time to get to. I eventually came in the Liverpool boat, which was very pleasant, and met one young man I talked to called Random People. He said was the charm of travelling by sea.
That's right.
But what I really would like is for the ferry company to save up their pennies and buy a big bus to get the passengers off at the other end.
Yeah, what happens when you get there?
It's an enormous queue of foot passengers, and you wait for about an hour to be called down, and then there's a minibus to take you 5 yards to the ferry terminal where all is confusion. And it's very perfect up to them, but I think they should save up for a big bus and be nice to people who use their feet.
It would seem logical.
Not too much to ask.
No, but see, one of the things about Northern Ireland, as you well know, and I'm sure, Sean, this is what you love about it, that certain things happen here that you don't see anywhere else. I saw a thing happening one time which amazed me. There was a certain shop, which shall be nameless, and it was a part of a supermarket. It was a little bakery, which wasn't part of the supermarket, but it was a wee independent bakery, and the supermarket was in there, right? So, and they made these lovely buns, baps. You know what a bap is, of course. You haven't been away long enough to forget.
Get a bap in metropolitan London.
So people used to queue up for these baps, right? But the problem was there was only one girl working on the counter, and there'd be a queue like out to the street. And people used to stand and they'd say, why didn't you just get somebody else to help her? You see, and nobody else would, And then in the supermarket itself, there were 5 checkouts. And because it was 9 o'clock in the morning, there were 5 people sitting at the checkout watching the people queuing up for the baps, you see. So people would say, why don't they give one of those people a fiver and they'd go over and help that girl? So obviously this went through. So the next time I went down, I discovered that they'd made a change. Do you know what they did?
What?
You queue up for your baps. And then the girl serving the baps didn't take the money. She wrote what you owed on the bag. And then you had to queue up again for the people in the checkout. So it's twice as long. And I said, what a Northern Ireland solution.
Isn't it? That's delicious.
What a Northern Ireland solution. Are you going to Donegal, Sean, for Christmas?
When you're on the subject of BAP, so one of the delightful random people on the boat the other day called Michael, and he fell asleep clutching a sausage roll. Even partially eaten, I think, possibly sausage roll. And there was a Ukrainian gentleman sitting opposite him, and when he awoke from his well-deserved slumbers, he found the Ukrainian gentleman had eaten his sausage roll but had deposited a 20p as payment.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's what I call civilised.
Isn't it?
Civilised. Well, Sean, listen, you're still going strong on Radio 3, of course?
Yes, it's all blazing away. We're just about to have a huge celebration of Mozart after Christmas. Anybody's a Mozart fan from the 1st of January, 12 days of nothing but Mozart. So
oh, fantastic. All right.
That would be very beautiful. And of course, there's all the seasonal stuff going on. And
okay.
Mary, I see you're not playing too much Christmas music, Gerry. That's very restrained.
No, there's something wrong with me. I just can't do that. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me kind of mentally. I just can't do what everybody wants. I don't know what it is.
You're probably me. I was somewhere the other day and I thought, if I hear Ben Crosby sing I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas one more time, I might very well hurl a box of Quality Street at the speaker.
That's it. Well, Sean, it's good to have you back for Christmas. And,
it's lovely, and I'm looking out on a peaceful Loch Swilly this morning with the icicles hanging and the birds making merry and the sun trying to get through us with milky haze, and it is very beautiful and it's very nice to be here and be stuck.
I'll be up there tomorrow. Okay, Sean, happy Christmas to you.
Happy Christmas to you.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
If you were in my movie, I'd have you as the doctor. Small black bag and a big black coat. I'd have you make a house call to the woman. You could lay your diagnostic hand upon her belly and her throat. If you were in my movie, you could be the detective. You could sit behind the desk with a question on your lip. Examine her for motive. Investigate the scene. In the ever-present danger, keep the holster at your hip. If you were in my movie, if you were in my movie, if you were in my movie. If you were in my movie, you could be the priest. Long black frock, white collar at the neck. You could come to the confession. You could give a girl a thrill. You could save her from her passion, keep her body in check. If you were in my movie, if you were in my movie, if you were in my movie. You could be the gangster, double-breasted pinstripe man with the cigarette. Go running down the alley with a double-crossing blonde, explaining to the jury that you hadn't done anything yet. If you were in my movie, if you were in my movie, if you were in my movie, if you were in my movie.
That's Kimmy Rhodes, and that's a song called Miracles on Christmas Day. That's the title of her new album. She was in here the other week and singing that song, which was lovely. And before that, we had Suzanne Vega, which was a song called If You Were in My Movie. Allie Bradley is here. Good morning, Allie.
Good morning, Gerry.
How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
Coming down with glamorous women today.
I know, it's your lucky day. All your Christmases came at once.
Allie, the first time I saw you, you were in here with Aaron Shanley.
Yes.
But you're very much a performer in your own right.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Mahara,
Uh-huh.
but I live up in Belfast. I work up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been writing and performing music for, I suppose, all my life, but it's been only this last couple of years that I've started to branch out and do it myself.
Yeah.
And I met Aaron and we collaborated a lot, so it's
Uh-huh.
kind of given me a push to do my own material as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially when you see how well he's done.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, it can
He's
be
doing
done.
brilliant. And
you were a big part in his success, to be honest with
Yeah,
you. But you're not a duo, obviously.
No, we're not a duo. I was lucky enough just to get to collaborate with him, go in and record some songs.
Yeah.
And no, we're great friends, and it's
Uh-huh.
really nice to perform with Aaron, but also to perform with myself. So
Just
yes,
for the
both
band-
worlds, I suppose.
Just for the band of people who may not realise, Aaron Shanley's a young man who's going to be huge, isn't he? He's going to be big.
He's going to be brilliant.
And was he from Lisburn? is that?
Lisburn,
And
yeah.
he's just fantastic. Yeah, just
Brilliant
a great
singer-songwriter.
And you sang with him in the early part of his career. What is he now? Like 21 or something? What is he?
20, I think.
He's 20.
Yeah, he's really young.
But what about you then? I mean, have you done any records? Have you made any CDs or what? Was
Yeah, I've actually released my first single. It's called Sincerity.
Uh-huh.
It's available for free download.
Okay.
So
All right
you can get it on my MySpace, Allie Bradley Music,
Uh-huh.
or Facebook and all that jazz.
Isn't it kind of strange now? You know, when you can get you can download things for free. You know, you kind of wonder, what's the point of doing it? You know,
Yeah.
there was a time when you had a record and people would buy it, and you'd see a bit of comeback. And is it from the point of view of just getting your name about initially? Is that
I
the way it
think
is?
so, yeah. I'm starting out, and it's just a good way of getting your music out there and making it available for people to listen to, and also encourage them to, I suppose, when I do go to release my EP, if they're aware of my music, then they'll be more inclined to purchase it.
Is that the next step, the EP, is it?
Yeah, my EP should be coming out in March.
Okay.
So it's a build up to that. Sincerity's released now, and then hopefully, I think maybe the end of January I'm going to be releasing another one. So by the time the EP comes out, hopefully people have heard a good few of my tracks. That's
Well, I think you'll do well because you're a lovely singer and you've got a lovely voice. Maybe you could do something for us now. Anything at all you fancy?
yeah. This song is called Sincerity, and this is the single.
Is it one of your own? It's your
It's
own?
one of my own songs.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right then.
We sat on the pavement, and you said, how come every time I stay you leave? And you always continue to keep my hopes high, while my heart's attached to your sleeve. So I turn around with all my sincerity, and I say, don't you put this all on me. And I turn away with my head in my hands and say, babe, 'cause I'll get tired and my feet they bruise. Oh, I don't wanna go down that road again. I just don't have the strength to pretend anymore. But this time you have to go. See, and for you and me, I know. So I keep on walking. You are 4 or 5 steps ahead, but you never turn around. And I call to you with only the name I use, but you mute just don't have the strength to pretend anymore. But this time you have to go. It's the end for you and me, I know.
Oh, that was lovely. What a lovely, pure voice you have.
Oh, thank you.
And there's a nice little edge to it as well. It's just beautiful.
It's quite husky at the minute.
You've got a wee bit of a cold.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold.
That doesn't do it any harm at all.
Yeah, I'm just going for the husky tones
No,
today.
you're fine. You're fine. I mean, it's very difficult to sing in the morning, but you're singing beautifully. No, don't you worry about that.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, were you ever in a band? Were you ever in a band?
No, I never was. I've always just kind of done my own material. It's always kind of been just me and my guitar.
Mm-hmm. You never had a notion to go to the band?
For a stage, I suppose I thought maybe going into a band would be good. I do love listening to band music.
Mm-hmm.
And when I play with Aaron in the band, I sometimes do backing vocals
do you?
for him.
Okay.
Just on live performances. I do really enjoy it. It's kind of nice having people behind you and there's a camaraderie amongst the band. But no, just going to be me for a while.
Well, what did you say you're from? Maharafelt? Mahara. Well, there wouldn't be much crack about Mahara, I would imagine, like for a singer-songwriter, 18 or 19 years old, would there be?
No, there wouldn't really be any kind of scene, I suppose. It's just a small town, so
I know.
Unless you go into Walsh's or something and sing,
big time.
or one of the pubs. But no, Belfast is good in that the scene up here's. There's a good scene about it. There's loads of open mic nights, so that's what I would kind of do, go to open mic nights just to get a bit of practice.
Experience, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Appearing in front of an audience and all kinds of different things. The more you do that, the better. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to me. I never did that. I became fully formed for no reason. But you want to sing another one for us?
Yes.
Okay, because you have a lovely voice.
Thank you.
Just what we want to hear on a nice Christmas Eve.
Christmas song?
Oh no, not necessarily. No. Only if you want to.
I'm going to do a
Christmas
Christmas
song.
song.
It's nice. You've got a nice laid back voice. It's just kind of perfect for Christmas Eve, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
You sing whatever you like. If you want to do a Christmas song, yes. If you don't want to, it's okay.
This is one of my own songs as well. It's called One Way.
All right then.
Cool it down, Allie. You have a long way to go. You are moving far too fast. Cool it down, Allie. You are giving off the wrong vibe. You will never ever last. But I have one way knowing, one way to be sure, one way to be clear. I know you don't. I see the signs. I know you don't. And this judgment is mine, and I will take it no matter what they say. I know that I can make it. Cool it down, sonny. You look uncomfortable there. You should maybe rest your feet. will take it. No matter what they say, I know that I can make it.
That's lovely, thank you. Who do you listen to? I don't hear anybody in your voice. You know, sometimes you hear people singing and sometimes you can hear who they like. I don't hear anybody. Who do you like?
I'm a big fan of John Mayer, Alanis Morissette, Foy Vance. I'm a big fan of Foy Vance. I suppose I'm kind of into loads of different types of music. I like kind of soul music as well. And
Do you know what
I'm
strikes
kind of
me?
like country-ish music as well, so just a mix of everything.
I was just going to say that. You know, you've got a kind of an American voice. You know, it
Yeah.
strikes me that you'd probably do really well in America.
Fingers
No,
crossed.
I think you would.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Did you ever think of maybe having a crack over there, going to Nashville? or something like
Definitely,
that?
yeah. I would love to go over and at some stage, in the near future,
Mhm.
maybe go over to Nashville or
You
something like
should.
that. I'm going to be doing the Belfast Nashville's Singer-Songwriter Festival in February.
Oh, are
So, that's the next big thing coming up for me.
Do you know what
apart
I'm
from
going to do?
recording.
Do you know what I'm going to do if you don't mind? If you don't
Mhm.
mind, do you know Beth Nielsen Chapman?
Yes, I've actually met Beth before.
Has she ever heard you singing?
No, I don't think she's ever
don't-
heard me
I
singing.
don't think she has. No, but I'm going to send her one of your. If you give me some of your wee CDs, I'm going
Oh,
to send it to her.
definitely, that would be brilliant.
Because I don't think if she'd have heard you singing, I think you'd have been in touch.
She's
with
a
her still.
brilliant singer and a
And
brilliant songwriter.
The reason why I ask that is the reason why I say that because she takes a very special interest in people. I know she's taken an interest in at least one singer here, and girl singer, and helped them. Allie Patterson.
Allie Patterson, yes.
She's helped her a lot, and I
Mhm.
think she would like you. So if you don't mind, I'm going to send her that
I
because
would
you.
be very grateful, Gerry. That'd be brilliant.
No, because you've got a really special voice.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm going home tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You have to go home today.
No,
you can't go home tomorrow.
tomorrow. I'm going home tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
I'm
said
going
tomorrow.
home. Yeah, just straight after this, I'll be going home
Uh-huh.
and start to help my mum with the preparations.
Listen, thank you for coming in because it's kind of difficult to come in on Christmas Eve. But
My pleasure.
I thought it would be nice because I thought, thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you very much for having me, Gerry.
Oh, not at
and
all.
for the support.
Would you do another wee one for us?
I'm going to do a wee Christmas song just to end off.
Okay.
Just want to dedicate this to my sister Orla. She had a bit of an accident the other day, so get well soon, Orla. This is for you.
So this is Allie Bradley.
Yeah, and happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas, Allie.
This is Oh Holy Night.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and never pining till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, now Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
Walked into the room dressed in satin and navy, ought to be somebody's lady, is all that you need. Up at the bar there's no need to order, everything is done for her, just has to sparkle and shine. Candles are lit, flowers arranged at her table. There's a message from Gable, says he's running behind. She's a queen, she's a lady, she's a one of a kind. She's forgotten all the life that she's left far behind. She's the dreamboat of many, sails over stormy seas. She's a two-faced lover, she's a star in distress. Every line is perfect cause it comes from the best. She's a household honey, front page VIP. And defeated by some fast rising star. She feared that one day she'd be replaced and deleted. Now her contract's completed. Where does she go? There's looks and the stares she's led from her table. What about Gable? Well, he don't give a damn. She's the queen, she's the lady, she's a one of a kind. She's forgotten all the broken ones that she's left behind. Was the dreamboat of many, adrift on the stormy seas. She's a star-crossed lover, now the star's in a mess. Every line is perfect and it's cut by the best. She's a household honey, now it's all R.I.P.
That's Barry Fleming, that's Household Honey, that's for his mum Molly, and have a happy Christmas, Barry, and indeed Molly. Gerry, snow is falling heavily in Ballycastle. Do you want to come up and build a snowman? No, thank you. I'll probably be driving through it soon. That's enough for me. I'm dreaming of not a white Christmas. Gerry, have a Merry Christmas from Mal and Da and boys in Sydney. There we go. And hi, Gerry, could you please wish all the staff at Belfast City Hospital's Medical Genetics Lab a happy Christmas, a Merry Christmas from Christine. I'm forcing them to listen to you today. I don't need to screw their arms up their backs. Thank you for playing my song. Oh, there's Geordie Bonner. I was wondering where Geordie was, and I hadn't heard from her for a while. She says, I'll see you in the new year. Good, Geordie. Excellent. I look forward to that. Has anyone got the emergency plumber number? My heating won't come on. There's a breakdown in the heating system from the Ballymena area. Anyone in the Ballymena area can help a man who's obviously in dire straits. No heating coming on Christmas Eve. Now, here's the thing. I got this morning. I looked at this. I was amazed, and I'm sure a lot of people would get this. This is it's a scam, right? And it's supposed to be from kind of a tax, HM, revenue and customs. A lot of people have probably got this, but it's worthwhile saying, I mean, this is really blatant. It says that I've got a tax refund of £2,691.98, right? And all I have to do is just fill in this form to get it. And they ask you for this. Would you hear this? They ask you for your occupation, your name, and all that stuff. Also, your sort code in your bank, your account number, your bank, your credit card number, the issue date in your credit card number, the expiry date in your credit card number, your card security number, your ATM PIN, and your telephone banking PIN. Can you imagine asking you all that on an email? Can you imagine if you actually gave that to people? They'd clean you out in about 10 seconds, so don't, whatever you do. I fall for that one. Gerry, can you please play a request for Helen McLaren, Newton Abbey? She has cabin fever at the minute with the weather. Many people are suffering from cabin fever. There's nothing can be done about it. There is a postman in Hollywood who is grumpy. Can you please play something grumpy, like Paddy Ryan, for all the anti-Christmas curmudgeons who are freezing? Postman Pat from Omagh is the best postman that ever was in the area. He is good-looking and dedicated and has the sexiest bum in Omagh. That's from Bernie. You should be ashamed of yourself, Bernie. You obviously got cabin fever. I have some mistletoe for you. I'm sending it in the post. You'll get it in January. Yeah, it's Armagh grown, and it's grown by Mervyn. I'll probably smoke it. Bring back Dominic the Donkey. Roads are very bad around Ballymena. Gerry, what's happening? Country music and dance tracks in the one programme? You're becoming normal, like a normal person. Speaking of normal people, Geordie's on the line. Good morning, Geordie.
Hello, Gerry.
I was a bit worried about you because we hadn't heard you from...
I was busy, you know.
I understand. Well, what has busied you this part? Yeah?
One of the wee ponies that took a pounder and I cut it in and made it a warm white.
Yeah, you mean, I've seen some of those horses out in weather and they haven't even got coats on them.
That's
I mean, how cold does it need to be before a horse falls down?
Well, no, it's all right. I made it a warm mush.
A warm mush?
A warm mush, aye.
What did you make?
Bruised barley and threatening in it.
And heated it up?
Oh, I put it into the wee stable.
It's like a thing I'd nearly eat myself.
It's coming on now.
And Geordie, you've been remarkably accurate in your weather forecasts, I have to say, over the past few months. And I'm very worried because 2 days ago, the weather forecast said that today and yesterday the temperatures would begin to improve. And now we discover the opposite is happening.
Yes, not at all.
These weather forecasters don't seem to know what they're talking about.
No.
Whereas you've been right all along. So what's going to happen? Is this going to continue for a while or what?
Yes, I told you 5 or 6 weeks.
5 or 6 weeks? Right into January?
I told you that, 2 weeks ago.
Well, the weather forecasters say no, but then they always change their mind the night before, and then they say, tomorrow's going to be minus. If it's supposed to be 1 degree today, and now it's probably minus 10. I mean, that's a fair degree of error there now.
Well, we'll burst pipes, Gerry.
Well, listen, what are you going to plan? What have you anything planned for Christmas? You're going to just celebrate on your own? Have you got a duck or a goose?
No way all the time on. You see, when you go, I mean, invited here and all the sisters and everything. But when you go, you know what the way it turns out.
How does it turn out?
Well, will they get their big feed, and then the drink starts.
They turn on you.
And then they'll say, I never liked you.
There was enough said at R.E.D.'s wedding.
Was there?
No, that's true, yes. So what happens is when people get together for family gatherings and they have a wee drink, you see, they say, I remember the time. Remember you did that. Remember, I never forgive you for that.
I know.
And that all starts, yeah.
But, Gerry, they're talking about putting, feeding out for the wee boards, but make sure now they break the ice and all for the need of wee drink and need a drink of water.
I was leaving out grapes for wee birds. The birds, they seem to like them. Is that a good idea to leave grapes out for them?
Oh, yes.
Because there's nice liquid there, you see.
There's a good shin bone with plenty of fat on it.
Yes, well,
You
maybe
know,
maybe the
and
bird
make
may not be
sure-
interested in that.
Make sure they get water.
Okay, all right
And
then.
I hope you have a happy Christmas.
I hope I have a happy Christmas, and I hope you have a happy Christmas too,
And
Geordie.
you know, you were talking about we woman from Macarra.
Yes.
Many a good day out in Macarra.
It's one of your favourite places, is it?
Ah, you see, we ailing from Killigorton.
Oh, I know.
Should have said Geordie's alright, but he landed late if he wouldn't stop in Macarra. I'd have stopped in the pub in Macarra.
You just leave Eileen from Killygulpin alone, okay? She's
Right.
she's innocent.
Okay, John, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Geordie.
So,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Gerry.
How are you, Mary?
Yes.
Do you want any message at all, or do you want to say
Well,
anything?
First of all, I would like to say a very happy Christmas to you and all your staff and your family.
There is no staff here.
Was there not?
No, they've
Well.
they've ran like dogs.
Oh, did
Thank you for offering my family a happy Christmas.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Never mind the staff.
Why don't you play more Christmas music, Gerry?
I don't know. I just couldn't be bothered.
You know, last year I was listening and you played Waltzing Matilda.
Did I?
Now, what has that got to do with Christmas?
Nothing at all. See, there's something wrong with me. I can't do things
know
that
there is.
normal people do.
Must have been that hair transplant you got.
Well,
Went to your head.
it ended up on me, Pella.
Well,
So
the
I
only
brushed-
thing I enjoyed this morning was Oh Holy Night.
Wasn't that lovely?
It was absolutely beautiful.
She just a lovely voice.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Her name is Allie Bradley, of course, from
Yeah,
Mahara.
well, I didn't catch the name, but the
Oh,
singing
you'll be
was
hearing more
beautiful.
from her. Yeah, I enjoy just sitting here. I almost shed a tear.
Yes.
And I'm as hard as metal.
No, I don't think so. I think you're soft underneath.
Beneath his carapace.
Pardon?
Beneath his carapace beats a
Yes.
heart of marshmallow.
Well,
Okay, love, just a happy Christmas to
it's a
you.
happy Christmas, and I hope you're not snowed in. There's a couple of wee flurries here earlier on in Beaver, but nothing much. The sun's back out again.
I have to drive to Derry today.
Well,
Anyway,
God bless you, and
I spent
safe
Christmas
journey.
on the Glenshane Pass.
Okay, Gerry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What is this?
Leaves are falling.
Oh, sorry, of course it is.
Winter's calling.
This is Burial Day, so I didn't expect to play that. I want to play that later on. Oh, this is nice.
Days are shorter, so we oughta listen for the Christmas sound. Soon the fairy lights will glow as Christmas bells start to ring. Mistletoe will be all around us. Choirs of angels begin to sing. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Merry Christmas, the year's come to an end. Peace and goodwill to all our fellow men is the message that we bring. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Snowman sentries guard the entries of all the little children's hopes, while fairies freezing and little elves sneezing snuggle up with garden gnomes. Jack Frost nippings in the air, in a world that's snowy white, and the stars that glisten in the sky like Santa Claus's path tonight. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Merry Christmas, the year's come to an end. Peace and goodwill to all our fellow men is the message that we bring. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Merry Christmas, the year's years come to an end. Peace and goodwill to all our fellow men is the message that we bring. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Merry Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's Muriel Day, and I must echo that sentiment. Merry Christmas to everyone coming near the end of the programme. Gentlemen, thank you for all the messages on email. I didn't read them all because it's not right. Another good year of pointless drivel, says Jonathan. Here's to a content-free new year. Happy Christmas to you and the team and Sean. John in Drumahoe, you're going to have the last word, John. Good morning.
Good morning, Gerry. I wonder, would you play the 10 Days of Christmas?
No, it's too late.
About the lords a leaping after the maids a milking.
Too late for God's sake.
Yes, Drumahoe. You know Drumahoe?
I know it well.
Oh, well, I went to the new school opened there in 1929.
Yes.
And there was only one other famous person there.
Who was
Mrs.
that?
Henderson had the post office, and her son was the great Noel Henderson, the best rugby player that ever played for the Lions.
That's right. Listen,
I would love to hear. I used to hear it every other day.
I know we haven't time for it today, but first of all, I must remind the people that Hugo Duncan's having an OB today in the Royal. Hugo's in the Royal. How often have I wanted to hear those words? Listen, thank you very much. Happy Christmas. I must go. Thank you. That's it. Sorry to cut that man off. Back.
Gerry, happy Christmas. Safe home, and it's 12 o'clock. This is Talkback with Wendy Austin. Bit of a different talk back today. It's Christmas Eve after all, and that's the US chart-topping Priests singing their new single. And two of them, Eugene and Martin O'Hagan, are in the Talkback studio with me. For the first time in years then, the weather's meant that many of us have been depending on our public transport system. So how's it been for you? We'll find out. We'll be talking to the Claudie sister, who received the ultimate Christmas present from her sister. And the shops are still busy, mostly with men getting all those last-minute presents. We've called in an expert to give you last-minute gift advice. Martin and Eugene are pointing at themselves. They've a few presents still to buy, but that's Talkback today. So we'll be talking to fathers Martin and Eugene after the news with Sabrina Sweeney.